Hello, collective. Welcome in. Welcome back. Welcome to your reading. I have been guided to do a message for the full moon. I have a few downloads here that we can go through. I'll give you what I've gotten so far, and then we're going to get right into the cards. Just want to take a moment to fully clear this space and 3 chimes to let all the guides know we are ready to step into this space. So, what do you have for us today? Energies, what's going on? What's the message for this full moon? So, I did get on the Astro Dice South Node Taurus. Now, that did just flip over to Venus, which makes sense because the ruler of Scorpio is Venus. Okay. And we have the first house. So this is all about the way you portray yourself to others, the way others perceive you. So maybe there's something changing up here, something we can release in order to allow any blocks. I'm feeling like an energy of if you've not been getting what you wanted attracted to you, that there might be some things here to release for this full moon. Then I have Orion, so the star nursery. So definitely related to the lower chakras, your sacral goes along with Scorpio. And then we have strengthening relationships and releasing negative influences. Your guidance is Archangel Zadkiel about forgiveness. And we have Archangel Sandalphon, which has to do with prayer. This feels like really getting in tune with your guides. Something about stepping in with them. When I first sat down to meditate, I got this kind of a red background with this hazy, like smoky energy in front of it, and it made the appearance of the red look a little bit more pink. Not sure what that's about. That was the imagery I got. Maybe that's something that's going to come out here with the message. Those colors perhaps will be shown. Okay, overall energy for the collective from the Moonology deck. What is the message here? When I sat down here to start this, when I was writing it out, I just saw 343 on the timer. It was 8:44 p.m. and that something about that number seemed significant. So, Scorpio is the 8th house. Maybe an angel number 44 is important. Bottom of the deck is surrender to the divine. And the card that came out is don't let pride get in your way. So interesting. Don't let pride get in your way. And we have South Node. I asked if this was karmic. And the answer that I got was that this was more of an illumination of a slow or stagnant energy, possibly feeling ill-prepared, restless or hasty energy, and exhaustion. So that right there to me just feels like taking better care of yourself, which I guess with your self-image, how you portray yourself. Maybe there's been an issue of how you see yourself, and there's something there that can get cleaned up. I'm getting an energy like everybody slips up sometimes. Kind of like, don't beat yourself up. Okay. Who is here to support you? What energies are supporting you at this time? This is the Energy and Spirit Oracle. What energies are here to support the collective at this time? Goodness. All right, these two turned sideways and are peeking out. So I'm curious. What do we have here? Thought vibrations. That's what I was just saying about how you think about yourself, and then beneath the surface. Oh my goodness. Yes. So in relationship to that is that energy I was feeling, like, don't beat yourself up. There's something we've pushed down, something down deep. We may have a negative feeling towards ourselves. And that goes along with, which card was it here? This one with Sandalphon. It says vibrational awareness and musical expression, because the other side note that I have to that is be aware of the music that you listen to and what the meaning of those words are. And if you really relate to like a song you really like, and then when you stop and listen to the words, what is that message? Is it a nice message? Is it a good feeling message? When you really just listen to the words, like, is this something you would play for your child? Or is this something you would tell your kid? And is there something down deep, something about lyrics of songs that you like will help you see where there's a negative, unconscious way that you speak to yourself? Thank you. You can say that so much better than me. And by the way, happy Mother's Day to everyone out there, you and your family. I hope you all had a wonderful day. Bottom of the deck is an emotional desert, and look here. Inactivity and isolation. So if you have been going through this rebirth stage in this time frame like I have been, you have had a lot of isolation, and perhaps that has led to a lingering stagnation energy. Okay, it just brought to my attention. So one of the cards that fell out that we haven't got into yet, prosperity. And they were just pointing out to me these colors. We're definitely here in this sacral and solar plexus color line. Don't let pride get in your way. Just start now and do what you need to do for better health. It feels like health is the underlying, and we may only be focusing on the outer. Something about that coming through. All right, the energies supporting you. Prophets and ancient seers. Archangel Raziel. Wisdom, inspiration, and the Akashic records. Okay, I asked if this had to do with karma, but that right there makes me think I had an experience about rewriting my story, and I'm wondering if that's going to come out. We have so prophets and the ancient seers, decisions and predictive guidance. And then it goes into wisdom, inspiration, and Akashic records. And then the final one, prosperity, abundance, and success. That's been really big as a whole, is this abundance era. And it feels planetary. It feels like it does have to do with the way things are all placed and aligned, that energy is supporting us right now. Okay. We are going to get a look, just a quick peek here at past, present, and future energies. So interesting. This says, don't let pride get in the way, and you have South Node, which is past. Then we have this inspiration and wisdom, which feels like present. And then we have prophets and seers out here about the future and predictions, and it leading into prosperity and success. I'm hearing something about no matter where you start, it leads to success. So something about breaking up health goals, breaking them down, setting a different kind of goal, like let's say you want to start going to the gym, and instead of looking at your reasoning for going to the gym being weight loss or weight gain, that kind of a focus where it's just like focusing of appearance, it's finding a deeper meaning to that. Like, I want to start going to the gym because I want to get stronger, and determining your success by how many reps can you do? 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. How many reps can you do? And then in 30 days time, how have you improved that? Were you able to go up 2 pounds? Were you able to stay at the same weight and increase your reps? It's something about shifting your goal is coming up. Okay. For the collective, past energies from the Archetypes Oracle, past energies, past, present, and future, please. That's too many. No. Past, Father. Thank you. Past, Father. So Saturn energy might be really important for you now. And I'm seeing this in this lighting where I'm at. This has a very gray appearance, which gives me that Saturn vibe. Okay, present energies. Whoa. Again, Spirit. Too many. 1 card. Present energy. Thank you. We have 2. I'll take it. The Temple and the Threshold. This feels like, and the way I'm looking at this is, so the Temple, this is your body, and this is a closer view. This Threshold, like you're getting ready to step over the edge, walk off the edge, take a new path, a new direction. Perhaps in the past with the Father energy, something felt very restricted or very regimented, or there was a reason why. Oh, Okay, so that would go back to what I was just saying, is that shift of perspective of why you're there. A healthier reason than why you're there than just because of how you feel you look or how you feel you're perceived. Yeah. And the future, the venom. Okay, this image, I'm getting this. This looks like a coin to me, like a quarter placed in a slot, like, the old pop machines or what have you, and you put your money in the slot and the venom would come out. It's something about choosing in the future. You're going to be very selective, cautious. Okay, that's within that Taurus energy, because I had written down cautious, conventional, and determined. Maybe you've been very cautious about something because there's some sort of a fear, the venom coming out. Can we get some clarification on that one? We have the thread on the bottom. Which is interesting since we have the father out here. Like, this almost feels like heredity, generationally. There's a connection. If this doesn't resonate for you, maybe this part is just not your message. It could possibly resonate for someone, so I feel like I have to give the energy that I feel. Possibly the thread connection is that this venom you feel is connected towards your father. And if not your father, perhaps a masculine who's been in your experience or your life or an influence of your childhood. And it's affected the way that you think about yourself, and you are on the threshold of this change. If that doesn't resonate, it could just simply be like we said, or like what I said earlier, a restriction or a regiment, routine of the past, just the memory of that perhaps just brings something out in you. You're like, I don't like it. I just don't like it. So take that however that resonates for you. Can we get just a little clarity here on the venom? Because I keep seeing money being put in a vending machine. Coins, quarters specifically. Quarters, 25. It's 2025. Something about what you're investing in. 25 added together is 7, which is like a luck and abundance, which we have prosperity out here. It feels like a shit. Oh, thank you. Got it. Investing in your health. Investing in you. instead of investing in your appearance by buying, let's say, tons of new clothes and makeup and shoes and da 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 da, what if you took part of that allotment and put it towards a real investment of yourself? Like, well, first thing that came to my mind is Pilates. A friend just went to a first class there, or the gym, or yoga. There's a sense of focus of health that makes you feel good and levels up how you, it's like a glow up to me is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a woman's face. It's almost childlike with really rosy cheeks. So it's kind of like a glow up. Is there anything else here you can tell us about this Venom? Something about where you invest your money at. And okay, so a vending machine, that would represent, a lot of times junk food, sodas, the moon. Something hidden is coming to light during this time period that you might be placing value in that doesn't actually give you the reward you thought it would. And how to value yourself better. Yeah, deception. How to value yourself better. Okay. All right. Well, goodness. Why won't that go back in there? What's happening here? Okay, so something really stuck. Something not wanting... Oh, you know why? There was one card that flipped that I didn't see. The King of Cups. That was the moon. Something's hidden. You don't... Something, someone, this illumination that's going to happen is for your highest good. It's for you. It's for nourishment. Okay, thank you. Maybe it's spending money on better food. Maybe for you that's eating healthier instead of the junk food or the sodas. Interesting, because a conversation earlier with my mom, we were talking about foods and nourishment, and that's all coming out here in this reading as well. Thank you, Spirit. All right, what else are we going to do here? Oh, so what is the challenge? I'm going to use the, what's it called? The crow. I just call it the crow. Urban Crow. The Urban Crow Oracle. What is the challenge? What is the challenge for the collective? And there might be a few here because we're all different. The challenge for the collective. Bottom of the deck, community. So the community in which you live, the environment that's around you might not be conducive to a healthy lifestyle. Maybe where you work. People that you surround yourself with. What else? It could even be family. I mean, we're all different, so that's going to relate differently for all of you. Perspective, distraction, battle, and dominance. These are the challenges. So something about a healthier lifestyle might feel like a battle to you. You may feel that this dominance could be this venom, that there's something you feel has a hold over you. You could just be distracted by so many things going on. You know, you might be doing laundry, the kids are running around, your partner calls and says, hey, bringing a friend home for dinner, we're going to have an extra person to feed. Hey, I've got a work meeting. I'm going to be late. Can you go ahead and do dinner? I was going to pick it up, but now I can't. You know, there might be a lot of things going on that you feel like you have to juggle around. And our perspective, as I mentioned earlier, our perspective on health can possibly have a better effect if we shift what the actual goal is. For me, it's been a battle of weight, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, my whole life. And so it was always the thought of losing weight. Well, when I did a program quite some time ago about weight loss, and we totally shifted the focus off of that, and we went for, well, what is healthy? How else can we measure success without a weight, without the scales? How else can we measure that? One being measurements, actually, because your weight can fluctuate so much as muscle weighs more than fat. So as you build muscle, your weight might not change, but you go down a size. So we've been trained with less than productive tools most of our lives. So that's the challenge. Those are the possible challenges for the collective. And what do we have here for the outcome? Outcome for the collective. Well, we already have prosperity here in your future. Prosperity is coming. Success. The energy for you to be successful at this time is very favorable for you. 2808 on the timer. What can you tell the collective here about the outcome? Victory. Success. I just had a reading. Was it the Power to Rise series that we had success and victory come out? I think it's the Power to Rise. So like they were saying earlier, no matter where you're at now, you have the ability to achieve success from here. Break down the goals. See your success. See all the successes along the way. How about, I got dressed for the gym today. Never made it, but I got dressed for the gym today. How about, I went to the gym once this week. I've not been in 6 months. Start looking at things in a slightly different perspective. See your small wins along the way is the message that's coming through. All right, one other card flipped. Celebration. Okay. A victory and celebration. Victory, celebration, prosperity, abundance, success. Don't don't let your pride get in the way. Something from the past of this father archetype new world. The father, the old world. Oh, I just got an image in my mind of old Father Time. So you're uncovering, and the star nursery, this is about the birth of something new. You're finding your true self. Something to do with the way that you talked to yourself. Okay, I'm being told there's something here with this father archetype card. Let me just pause for a second. I'll read it real quick. I'm not going to read the whole card. Okay. I took note when I paused that. The timer was 31:21. So that does feel like a shift in time. You know, we think about generations, okay? Which is interesting. So this says, alongside the mother, the father resides in the central axis of the archetypal family. Embodies both light and dark, which we can see by this card. And it's the light and dark aspects of the masculine. So what that's telling me is that this level up that you are having within you, I feel like there's been a working of the raising the feminine. Wow, that's a complete combo of masculine, feminine together. The feminine. I am feminine. Okay. Completely 100% non-gender. I'm feminine. Okay. All right. So the light and dark sides of the masculine. So what that's telling me is that something about these dark sides that we have, that's been hidden in the shadows of us, this why we talk down to ourselves. We're elevating that masculine side, becoming more confident. It's a maturity level, consciousness maturity of the masculine, divine masculine side within us, okay? And because that's strengthening, we no longer are looking at ourselves as like, in my earlier example, like, oh my gosh, you have put on so much weight, you know, you're so heavy, you're so fat, whatever those talk down words in your scenario is. This is just an example. Instead of having that negative self-talk about ourselves, because we are releasing these negative influences, we have elevated our consciousness in this masculine side, or this is what's coming forth now, because we do have prophets and seers here. That's what's taking place at this time. This energy of the full moon is helping us release that, to elevate the masculine side of us, to come into union with the divine feminine, creating the feminine. It's like, so it also states, it's an idea that the father figure is not necessarily a king or a god. He's a human. We all make mistakes. That came out earlier, that feeling of, it's okay. It's okay where you are now. Just start from here, fresh and new. So the lower vibrations of Taurus, I did write down jealousy, lazy, self-indulgence, and stubborn. And the dark side of Scorpio is also jealousy. Throat chakra there. Wow. Fixated and suspicious. So as we elevate that, coming into this Taurus energy, instead of being jealous, perhaps you're just more cautious. It's slight changes. I'm feeling like you turn it just a tiny bit and it makes the world of difference. Conventional and determined, you're able to use that, what used to be a negative energy for you, and use it from the standpoint of love. Taurus, ruled by Venus, love. And Scorpio, also that very determined and perhaps mysterious. Instead of cautious, mysterious. Like it's something, there's something there. It's slight shifts. This also says the father's limitations allows the child to grow beyond the family and into the world. So that's finding your true self. What we have right here with Zadkiel. Forgiveness. Forgiveness in others and forgiveness in yourself. Yeah. So this is a big time period for releasing negative influences. Okay. I like where this is going. And the thread. Oh, agape is right under that. It's like instead of remaining in this thread of negative influences, instead of staying connected to that, we connect to love, loving ourselves. Next one is the shaman, healing ourselves. Oh gosh, here we go. The shadow, healing that shadow and helping the shadow elevate. Yes. No wonder I was so drawn to these cards with this black and white theme going on. Yeah. And the stones that I have, well, my water bottle, same thing. And the stones that I had out here, where'd I put? Oh, I usually have this sitting up here, but this dark and light, I have my tourmaline. I used it for my decks. So focusing from a health standpoint as opposed to how we look or how we think others perceive us. It's that slight shift of perspective that's going to make all the difference. All right, I do want to pull just some tarot here just for a quick... I'm really being guided to this. Mother's Day. Flowers have been, well, really big in my experience. Just in the past couple of days. It is Mother's Day, which it's common for that time. But it's just been interesting how things about floral has come forward. What do you want to tell the collective here? And then we're going to get a final message of inspiration. What do you want to tell the collective? last card flipped over, all the flowers, 10 of Pentacles. And family, abundance, prosperity. We definitely have that red and orange color out here, which are those lower chakras. I'm getting something about by having gone through strengthening your root chakra, you can now elevate your sacral chakra, which is this rise. It's like that wand energy. I'm seeing in my mind's eye from a page to a king of wands. It's that rise of the divine masculine. The Fool, you're starting a whole new journey. Yes. All right. What's the rest of the cards here? How they came out. Well, how they came out is these three came out sideways. So we have the Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands, and the Magician, 77. 4134 on the timer. 77. The message that I'm getting from these as I look at them together, this I believe came out also in the, was it the Power to Rise or Power to Connect? But the image I'm getting, it's a very similar message. So in this card, it's a reflection, kind of like a mirrored image. And one side's very sneaky and one side's very clear. This feels like that leveling up, that just that slight shift. It's sneaky. It's little, but it's easy. And it will help bring that clarity. And then with this card, the 7, it's like you're making your own way. Here you are mirroring what other people say, what other people do, or worried about that. That's that your perspective and other people's perspective. And it feels like the more that you see yourself as someone of great value and judging yourself by many other means as opposed to just physical, you broaden your horizons is the word I'm hearing. I was thinking when you broaden your outlook on yourself, you attract those who have a broader outlook about you. And then the Magician, that goes along with that what you're attracting, what you're creating. Law of attraction, that's what that is. All right. The 3 of Materials. Oh my goodness. This does go along with that message. You're breaking out of an era where you feel like you have to do it all yourself to asking for the guidance of the divine. Remember, it was that isolation period. You're coming out of this time period where you've been all alone and feeling like you have to do it all yourself. And you're starting to recognize this pyramid. Interesting, because I used my arrow stone out here with the decks this time. You're getting more out there. You're seeing that who helps, who doesn't, who is that assistance. And collectively, then, by working with the divine, what do we end up with? The Ten of Pentacles. Yes. I mean, look at this. Right? How beautiful is that? It's like the divine is celebrating you, and you're celebrating what comes back to you from that creation. Something about, pardon me, this card also gives me the vibe of a pyramid. Even though it's not exact, something about the way her hands are placed. 3 pyramids. A brand new journey. New inspiration. And being guided by the High Priestess, your higher self. Okay, let's get a final message of inspiration here. This is the Soul Flower Oracle in honor of Mother's Day and all of you mothers out there and the wonderful mothers of yours. What is the inspiration for the collective? Stay up there. All right. The first card that flipped. Echinacea and consciousness. I love this pink and orange together. It's so beautiful. And we have vitality. So bottom of the deck is nurturance. Yes. This self-nurturing, taking care of yourself so that you can take better care of others. Being determined in that, loving yourself. That's that Taurus energy. Having the courage to not let pride get in your way and go after what you want to achieve. Whatever this is for you in anywhere in your life, of course. This is definitely leaning towards just health, fitness, and taking care of yourself and your body, your temple. Taking care of your temple. Okay, I feel this is the card I'm supposed to read. Echinacea stimulates and awakens your consciousness, helping break up and release outdated personal stories, emotions, and attachments that are holding you back from positive growth and self-realization, and awakening awareness of your true self when you have forgotten or lost connection. That's beautiful. Beautiful message, Spirit. Thank you. What a beautiful way to end this reading. I wish you all the best. This has been fun to do. I enjoyed this time with you. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for connecting. And we will see you next time. Let me know in the comments what it is you're working on and what you want to go for and how you intend to better your health, no matter where you're starting from. So until next time, lead with love.